Well, hello, everybody. Can you believe it? It is Star Trek Tuesday. It's your favorite time of the week because it's time for the main viewer, everybody. We did it. We survived another first 2 days of the week. We did it together. And we're going to talk all about the news of the week with Star Trek and Star Trek related things and sci-fi and stuff. And it's going to be so much fun. William Shatner had a birthday recently. I know you heard about it. But did you hear about it from somebody that was actually there, invited personally by William P. Shatner? Well, you will today. And also, Star Trek Discovery showrunner gave us a hint, and by us, I mean fandom, not us personally, about every single episode in Star Trek Discovery Season 5. So that'll be fun. These are non-spoiler kind of hints. Also, Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek.com, that's a different Star Trek, has something really fun and interesting that is Star Trek's strongest supporting women characters. So that's a fun one. I love it when there are a lot of qualifiers, supporting women characters that were in 1 to 4 episodes, or, like these nice little qualifiers as always make it really fun.
Oh, why do they have to be strong? I don't know. Sometimes it rubs me the wrong way.
Right. And do they mean strong emotionally or do they mean strong physically? Well, we don't know. We'll find out.
Not always strong. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
All
right.
In their vulnerability, they're strong too.
Ooh, she's got
exactly.
That is true. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot that strong can represent. I think.
There's
It'll be interesting
scent.
to see their choices.
Somebody can smell, they can have a strong smell. It's a lot of,
nice.
Not that these do. I'm just saying there's a lot of, I agree with you.
Or strong opinions.
Yep.
I just feel like they're all amazing in their own way. But
yes.
Amory just made a strong point.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do this forever. This is a lot of fun. And John's like, if you do, I'll leave.
No, I'll stay. I'll stay for the whole show.
All right. So, everybody, by the way, our very special guest today, that is John Orchiola, live in studio. It's AKA Back of the Head on Twitter and YouTube. He's a writer for ScreenRant.com.
Hello. Let's wish Leonard Nimoy and Jess Bush a very happy birthday. Isn't it weird that Spock and Nurse Chapel have the same birthday? Except for different,
crazy.
Kind of like Terry Farrell and Robert Beltran have the same birthday.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
I said, Terry Farrell and Robert Beltran have the same birthday, I believe.
I had no idea.
But they're characters.
That's true.
But I wish they had.
And there was another one recently. I think Shatner's birthday was the same as another Star Trek actor.
Michael Westmore.
Michael Westmore, yeah. Yesterday,
oh, that's not an actor. Then there's another one.
And Roddenberry. Frakes and Roddenberry have the same birthday.
Wow, that's a big time.
I know.
And I think yesterday was Dorothy Fontana
Big Daddy birthday.
and Robert O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dorothy, what is going on? I can't handle all of this.
March is a big month for Star Trek.
It's too early. We can't start this high. We won't be able to keep this level. Really? That is so cool, John.
Jolene Blaylock is this month. Marina Sirtis is this month. Gates McFadden is this month.
Jolene Blaylock is one day after me.
What?
Oh, Jonathan Del Arco is this month.
Wow. Rico E. Anderson is this month.
Yes, that's the most important.
He better
one
be in the
all.
live chat and to have heard that. Otherwise,
taking pics.
What a waste.
What a waste!
A shout out. All right. Anyway, look. Thanks for hanging out with us, John Orchiola of ScreenRant.com. Melissa Longo is also here.
And I'm a twin with Jenny.
As well as her pal, Jenny R. Johnson. They're matching. Hey. Finally, we did it.
It's like they're family.
No.
Right?
He knows cute. Too much. That's too good. Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel is also here. Thank goodness.
Hi.
Everybody calls her the resident web crawler, but we call her the walking exclamation point. Sometimes.
I am quite excited about Discovery.
My name is Ryan T. Husk. I've got a cool Prodigy sweater that's kind of making me warm, but I love the people from Star Trek Prodigy. So I don't care
Yes.
how hot it is, under 68, I will wear this. And John Archiola is wearing a pretty awesome Lower Deck shirt, which I think
Yeah.
is fantastic.
And
to
a
support his
Starfleet Command hoodie.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
That's what the kids
Ooh.
are wearing lately, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Starfleet
yes.
Command.
All the
Nice.
40-year-old kids.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say hi to everybody in the live chat and get this thing started. Everybody, please make sure you like this video. What if I don't like it? Please. Subscribe to the channel. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate that.
40-year-old kids.
Oh my
That's John
God.
Archiola's voice.
You have a ghost.
The
That was an
Matt
echo.
Boardman is in the live chat. What's up, the Matt? Thanks for making this cool version of that poster in our background.
Mhm.
What's up to Linda Anderegg, Bob D, Dave Gregory? Some of you I've just seen like an hour ago. Joel.
Well, you know, really fast. You know what's cool about this poster that I know I think we mentioned already. These like symbols are all like parts of that puzzle that they showed in the trailer.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's very cool.
I love puzzles.
Mhm.
Me
Um,
too.
Ooh.
KL Bliss Dish.
Oh, I have my
Alice-
first clue. Prodigy.
Also
Thank you.
Prodigy. Very nice. Good work.
Yeah.
Allison Leach Hyde. What's up, Allison? Zanzus on B95. Chuck A. He's got quite the plate collection, if you can believe that.
Mhm.
Lucia says, is it in French, Ryan? I don't know what we're talking about. Linda Anderegg says, I bet Ryan never sweats. You
Mhm.
should buy a lottery ticket because you are correct. I'm like an alien. John Davis, what's up? And hello to everybody. Sarah, hi. Rose Kirby out in
Sarah!
Derby.
That is Sarah from Bev's Burgers.
I was just looking that up.
No way. What's up? Good work, Sarah. Great
Yeah.
stuff.
Nice, nice.
Man, I have the Bev's Burger stuff out, but I just actually like packed it away in my suitcase so that it doesn't get wrinkled because it's like one of my most prized possessions.
You pack things in a suitcase for
Well,
home?
the stuff that can't get for when I go back to New York, because like that was like that San Francisco postcard, and I don't want it to get like wrinkled because I want to frame it. It's so
Makes
good.
sense. Robert Kaiser, what's up, buddy? War Dog Heim. All right, let's get into this. First things first, this is going to be so much fun. You chose the right day to join us, including those of you that join us most days. This is the perfect one. We're going to start off with a Facebook funny. You've earned it. Here it is from facebook.com. It's our friend Captain Kirk, and he's saying con, lots of A's in that con. And then so he's going con, and then you got con going, what? That's funny.
That's fun.
That's funny.
That
I
was
like that
found
one.
in my Star Trek Picard Facebook group. Good post by John Wissenberg.
That's
So
cute.
fun.
That's amazing.
See, starting off on the
funny.
right foot for sure.
Yeah.
This is also from facebook.com. Those of you who are friends with John Orchiola
Oh,
will have already seen this cool post.
Oh,
but look
yeah.
at this.
That is pretty cool.
What are we looking at, John? You posted this,
That
right?
is William Shatner's birthday cake from his party.
so cool.
It's incredible.
Mhm.
What I need to know is why the penguins? Is that a
Did he go to
reference?
Antarctica? Or,
Oh, that must be it.
yeah.
I mean, where hasn't he gone?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Besides on a date with me. Yeah.
Yet.
Okay, Anne Marie.
Look at him
If-
holding his little cupcake. It's just like so adorable. And the penguins that are like in astronaut hats. I looked
Yeah,
at
that's
this table
awesome.
5 minutes. It's so cute.
Yes.
So he's been to Antarctica? That's unbelievable.
Ugh, look at him
Oh,
where he's
look,
like,
it's got the
on the
moon
bottom
with the thing in his
Yes.
eye. Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh,
It's so
spaceship.
great.
Wow.
oh, I love
Deep
that.
cut.
Mhm.
So Anne Marie,
yes,
since it says Priceline. Hilarious.
yes.
Ah.
There are so
Oh.
many Easter eggs in this. It's amazing.
from his Hollywood charity
that.
horse show, which happens every June.
Mhm.
So, Anne-Marie, you mentioned dating William Shatner. So before we can change that subject,
Yeah.
if William Shatner said, Anne-Marie, I'll take you out on one date so far, where would you want to go?
Ooh, a piano bar so that he can sing, duh.
Pretty good. All right.
Just thought about this.
Yeah.
All right. So, John Orchiola, you were at William Shatner's wedding at Culver Studios, I believe it was,
Birthday.
right?
Yes, his wedding. It was a great wedding.
Wait, did I say wedding? His birthday party.
Don't jump ahead in our relationship.
That's next year.
Um,
Can you tell us about it? What did we miss? Those of us that weren't invited personally by Captain Kirk.
Well, that would include me, but it was actually a spectacular event. So it was held. It was a screening for his documentary. You Can Call Me Bill. It was not. I believe it was the LA premiere. So there was a little red carpet, a little step and repeat. It was held at the Culver Theater in Culver City, and I think they filled like at least 2 full movie screens full of people.
Wow.
And then William Shatner came in at the very beginning and said some words. And Alexander Philippe, I believe is the director's name. He also came in and said some words and introduced Shatner. And then, they showed the movie. And then afterward, there was an incredibly long line to get to the Culver Studios next door, which is owned by Amazon, where they held a party in a soundstage, which is where they shot The Cage in
This is the
1964.
coolest thing ever.
What?
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty
Okay,
amazing.
before we get to that, how was the documentary?
Yeah.
Documentary is excellent, and I recommend you go to your nearest theater and see it post-haste. It's very,
Cool.
very good. So it's
Nice.
about 90
Wow.
minutes. That's William Shatner narrating his life. He gets very philosophical. He gets very in-depth about his feelings about his mortality and his career and his family, and there are all these amazing clips, too many to count, of just his career. A lot of Star Trek, obviously, but also just all the awesome stuff he did that you probably have forgotten. Like all his TV commercials, all of his TV roles and movie roles. And it's just a really, really fantastic, well put together documentary. It's a really good capsule of his life, and it's an amazing life.
That's so cool.
Can't wait to see it.
Mhm.
And he talks about going up in space.
He does, yeah. He
Nice.
mentions it. He talks about how it made him sad, but really because he fears the planet's going to die and we're killing ourselves. But that's really the root of why he came down, and he was so emotional when he landed on Earth after his 10 minutes in space.
Wow,
That's amazing.
powerful. Definitely
I
got to
can't
see
wait.
that documentary.
That
Yeah.
like the part where he talks about his childhood is like so good too. I just can't wait to see it.
Anne-Marie's gonna get the documentary and hide it under her mattress.
Oh my gosh, that is too funny.
Yeah, and true. But please go on, John. So you go to the after party, and what's up? How'd it go?
Oh, the after party was awesome. It was packed. There were so many people there. So there was a stage with a band performing. I forget the name of the band. It was Star Trek themed. And then our friend Bonnie Gordon, also performed. So that was really great. There was a little VIP area for very, very important people, and also people who pay $225 for a ticket,
Nice.
which had like its own little bar area and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, but let's see what else happened. So, yeah,
200.
was
I
weird
gotta say,
because-
$225 is not too bad. For
Really?
being like for some kind of event like that. Honestly, that's pretty good.
And it looked like star-studded. Plus, I mean, just to even I would pay just to go see that soundstage like without anybody even there. So amazing.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was catered by Dave and Buster's, which is really funny. Like there was a lot of buffalo wings.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's
there
a
was also-
party.
But there was also like an amazing
Wanky.
charcuterie table. Really fantastic charcuterie. Now, if you know anything about me, I love charcuterie. So I'm sitting there, I'm starving, I'm stuffing my face with charcuterie. And then I turn around, And I realized, but for like the last however long, at least 5 minutes, I was standing next to Bill Nye, the science guy, and he was like just staring straight ahead of the stage, waiting for Shatner to show up.
Oh
And
my
I'm like, I
God.
turn around and I'm like, oh my God, it's Bill Nye. I should say something, but I literally have a mouthful of like salami and cheese. I'm like, I should probably like not try to get his attention at this point.
Amazing.
Yeah, but there was amazing people there. So I think as we heard and mentioned on Friday, I met my friend Sergio and we met Clint Howard, who was super
Yes.
super nice, really awesome to talk to. He gave us his business card, which is great. Who else was there? Let's see. Our friend Aaron Walke was there. I chatted with him a little bit.
Nice. We love that
Love
dude.
Aaron.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was there with
and
Ben Harrison from Greatest Gen. They were so cute.
and who else?
Did it-
Elias Tufexis was there. I talked to him for
Oh,
a little
yay.
bit about Discovery. He and I are pals actually. We talk
Yeah.
wrestling mostly, but we
Ooh,
yeah,
Locke himself.
Yay!
yeah. There's Clint.
So awesome.
He was really cool. He was so
Mhm.
cool.
It's funny. He's only like
Yeah.
63 or something like that. He looks like he's a million.
He's been working for like his whole life.
Well,
This is very
it's
true.
funny.
that's true.
After the screening, I ran into him in the restroom. I had ran into him in the men's room first. And I was like, "Oh my God, it's Clint Howard!" But I was like, "This is not the time to say hello to him." So,
Why not?
Well,
just
that's true, I guess. But I waited till the after party.
Just kidding.
Mhm.
It was a yoke.
And-
Is that a poll?
The Bonnie singing, which looked super fun. Bonnie Gordon on stage.
Yeah,
Not
that's
a
what you could
poll.
have said, John.
Well, we're all working blue off camera now,
Mhm.
like we were
see-
before the show started.
Everybody,
Oh.
everybody in the live chat, one of us just said a funny thing that John could have said when he ran into Mr. Howard in the men's restroom, but it was not for on-air repetition. It's not vulgar. It's just weird.
That's provocative.
Provocative. Anyway, so please continue. So you never ended up saying hi to Bill Nye, right? You
No, I did not say hi to Bill Nye. I did. I looked for him again after I was done, being a complete glutton, and I didn't actually catch him. So he may have bailed after William Shatner came out. William Shatner was introduced by Kevin Smith, who gave a very long speech about how he grew up not liking Star Trek and loving Star Wars, but he always respected Shatner. And then he gets to work with him now. And I think the funniest thing he said was when Mr. Shatner came in to record his lines for Masters of the Universe, because I guess he plays a character in Masters of the Universe. I haven't seen it.
Cool.
So Shatner comes in and he said to Kevin Smith, "You now have the pleasure of directing me."
Ah.
Amazing.
Alrighty then.
Captain on the bridge. Okay.
That's amazing. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That
it
tracks.
was really awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
So there are a lot of cool people there. I found out later there's some other people I just didn't get a chance to run into. Like, there were a lot of celebrities there. It was very cool.
Mhm.
Nice.
That reminds me, here's a quick story of the time that I met Bill Nye, Mr. Science Guy.
Were you eating charcuterie?
And I don't remember. It was it was back when I was slinging pot pies and iced teas in restaurants, being
I love these stories.
being a waiter in Studio City, across the street from the CBS Radford studios. So we would always get those guys. And there was a table of 3 gentlefolk that I was waiting on. One was Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Another was Mr. Ed Begley Jr., which is pretty
Oh,
cool. I know.
love
That's right.
him.
That's what I did, except without the noise. And the third was Mr. Robert Picardo. And I was like,
Oh,
what a
Wow.
cool
Oh my
group.
God, are you in a Voyager episode?
Yeah. And so then
In LA in the 90s?
yeah, and then so everybody in the restaurant was like, "Whoa, that's Bill Nye, that's Bill." No, but that's Ed Begley Jr. But that's, and I was like, "But that's also Robert Picardo." And they're like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
But
Like a
then
Star Wars.
I would never bug these Star Trek people or anybody. You just kind of recognize them and you leave
Mhm.
them alone. And then, but when they were leaving, I wanted to, give Mr. Picardo a little love, let him know that, that I'd recognized him and loved
Yeah.
him. And so as they were leaving, I was like, oh, thank you very much, to Bill Nye. I was like, oh, thanks, see ya, but Bagley, okay, well, see ya. And then when Picardo passed by, I'm like, hey, and I said something, I don't remember what it was, but it was something like to show him like, hey, man, it's really good to see you here or whatever
Yeah.
like that, to make him look cool in front of his friends. And he stopped me like, oh, thank you, in typical Picardo fashion. And he just kind of trots off.
Love that
Made his
guy.
day.
He's
Yeah,
awesome.
or maybe not. Who knows? Made mine though.
That's awesome. I love that.
Anyway,
Yeah. Great
so what else
story.
did we miss out on, John Orchiola, in this amazing event?
Oh, were there party favors or swag?
There was swag. Yeah. I took home where did it go? I took home like some William Shatner "You Can Call Me Bill" pins. I have a pretty cool lanyard. And then I think the VIP people, the ones who paid the $225, got a bag with some extra stuff. Like they got a shot glass and got some other things. But yeah,
Oh.
but being there was the real prize. Being there was
Yeah.
the real swag. It was
Amazing.
pretty amazing. I mean, she's not going to turn 93 again.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Right.
It's an interesting theory.
let's
And
put
you
it to
got
the
to
test.
meet Clint Howard.
I did.
That's
I
pretty
did.
rad.
Yeah, that's
It's
amazing.
really awesome.
Yeah.
I also just
Did you
love that
s-
Clint Howard was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I just wish he was drinking orange juice since that's what Tranya was.
Hey, KL Bliss Dish says Ed Begley's daughter used to work at a health food store in Oregon with me.
Wow.
Wow.
And Linda Andreich says, I'd love to talk to Ed Begley Jr. about Saint elsewhere. And Chuck A says, I talked to Ed Begley Jr. at Colorado Springs Comic-Con. I talked to him about Future's End episode. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I would have
Nice.
freaked out if I had seen the EMH and Ed Begley Jr. together in LA. Oh my
If
god.
Sarah Silverman was there too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
The three of
god.
them.
Yeah.
Believe that.
It is
So
amazing how
cool.
many people have Ed Begley Jr. stories. This is
I know. I never expected that.
the entire live chat has a story.
He just seems like a
Around.
really cool guy.
He really does.
I don't know. He's
Mhm.
just-
He was
Yeah.
cool. It was nice. Well, John Orchiola. Oh, while we still have you here, and you're like, not for long, pal. Don't get comfortable.
Actually, if you don't mind, I'll stick around.
All right, please
Oh,
do.
yes.
Because we've got a news item here from screenrant.com
Oh no, those
written
guys.
by, they are fun. You should check them out.
Mhm.
They are prolific.
Oh, yay.
Star Trek Discovery Season 5 is still fundamentally Discovery, says Showrunner. Can you tell us a bit about this? Summer. Well, you know what? Let's not even get into the summary. You just tell us. What do you say?
Mm.
Ooh.
Oh, let me see. Oh, well, let me figure it
That's
out.
what happens
Oh,
when you stick around.
Yeah.
Oh no! So this is an item that comes from Trek Movies red carpet interview, I believe, with Michelle Paradise at SXXW. I can't pronounce it. South by Southwest.
There it is.
So,
Yeah.
So I believe they asked her whether or not Discovery's new adventurous tone was derived from the reception Strange New Worlds got, and the other Star Trek shows, whether or not they were influenced by how well those were received. And she said, no, not really. What she basically said was the show is still Discovery. It's everything you love about Discovery, or everything you don't like about Discovery if you don't like Discovery. But but they went with this kind of more fun, more adventurous, I guess is the word, tone, because season 4 was so heavy. The DMA
Right.
and Book and has his planet being destroyed and all the trauma. So they wanted to do something that was kind of lighter and more fun. So that's really what they were doing. Plus, season 4, she also said, written and shot during COVID, so that kind of played into it. It was the COVID season. So
Yeah.
the world the world was shut down, the world was in dire straits, and so the season 4 kind of reflected that. So they wanted to move away from it, and they wanted to send him on a quest and send him on an adventure and send him, gallivanting around the galaxy, looking for something crazy, which I can't talk about because it's awesome. And
Wait, what? Something awesome happens and you're keeping
No.
it from us?
yes, very much so.
Good.
So that's really what this is about.
Yeah, because the season 4 was super heavy. It was dark. It was a lot. And so it just sounds like they're like, let's make season 5 fun, exciting, adventurous. Which Kevin Smith would say a Jedi needs not these things, but we do, okay? We do, bro. Anyway, we also have, here's something very interesting for us to enjoy.
Oh,
Yes.
I have the other John Archiola article that I was like, wow, this guy is a reporter sleuth. With the rap party.
Oh, what did I do?
Like,
A
I
rap
thought
party?
I was good. The Section 31 rap party.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
'Cause, like,
saga continues.
Yeah.
Oh.
More like
Oh.
extensive
Oh, the
investigation.
juice is loose. All right. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Let's see what happens. I know nothing of this one, but let's pull it up and let's see what happens, as the French say. So this is from screenrant.com from one John Orchiola. Star Trek crossover Strange New Worlds actors party with Section 31 cast. What is that supposed to mean? Who was there?
Well, Section 31 wrapped, I think, last Wednesday or Thursday. And so they had a little wrap party in Toronto. And as it turns out, as we all know, Section 31 shot on the Star Trek stage right next to Strange New Worlds. So obviously the cast became friends. And so looks like Melissa Navi and Christina Chong dropped by and hung out at the wrap party.
That's so cool.
And this is the new series regular of Strange New Worlds season 3. Jim McNamara. Yeah. Everybody, I don't know any of this. I have no idea who that is. That guy's a gaffer if I've ever seen one. No, he's probably some actor that we don't know yet.
John, your coverage of like getting people's stories from Instagram and like doing detective work and then writing them up is like one of my new favorite things. It's so good. Like so much information is there. I totally miss seeing these, like the picture with Melissa and Juan.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, obviously now like the theories are running around in my head. Like, does this mean it's set with like, could this be a hint that there could be a crossover? Or were they just passing by on their way home and went to the party?
They're probably invited to the party. I would guess.
I mean, I feel like if they were in Section 31, they'd be like, no pictures, no pictures, no pictures.
And
how crazy would that be, though?
The stages are separate. The Discovery stage, the one where that one is downtown in Toronto, but Strange New Worlds shoots in Mississauga. So they are like not the same location.
From Canadians. Yeah.
How far away is Miss Wagwagwagwa place?
It's like I don't know. I don't know how to like
Canada to us. Explain Canada.
Mississauga is a suburb of Toronto.
So it's like Miss Guaguagua is pretty close.
But Toronto's big. So it's like, I don't know. Bob D, how long does it take to drive from from downtown Toronto to Mississauga?
Miss Guaguagua.
Bob D. Hi, Bob.
He's in there.
He'll tell us in a moment.
But yeah. When we were talking about it the other day, and my friend who works on Strange New Worlds, he said that because we were talking about the Star Trek stage and he's like, no, Strange New Worlds is in Mississauga.
Mississauga.
Yeah.
Which is also interesting because that one stage said specifically like Star Trek.
Yeah.
Outside it, and I was like, be on the one that Strange New Worlds films on instead of Section 30, just there for like a month and a half.
Yeah. He also said that there are 2 AR walls. I actually thought there was only one that they were sharing, but there are 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. maybe that means they are going to ramp up more Star Trek production, and we just don't know it.
Fingers crossed. Oh,
Is the Academy going to be there?
yes.
I don't know like
Bob-
how long they take to program and like fit with the rest of the sets or
Mhm. All right, Bob D has brought us our answer. It is about an hour in bad traffic. So
Oh,
Oh,
not too bad,
wow.
but yeah, far enough. Thank you,
Mhm.
Bob.
Mhm.
but if
That's
they
awesome.
were wrapped for a day and then they were invited to the party,
Yeah.
you know, that, an hour
But how
would
do
be
they
worth
know
driving.
each other?
I mean, some of them probably
One's
live
out in
downtown.
Toronto, the other one's out in Mississauga.
Maybe they're Star Trek mixers.
Oh, one of
Maybe they all
that guy,
get
the guy
together.
who was, I know this, or wait, no, I don't. Because I was going to say it's the guy who was taking the pictures, who's like, handle started with an M. His girlfriend, it does VFX for Discovery and Section 31.
Ah.
Again, obvious. Well, actually, the Discovery people originally spun off of Discovery, but obviously that wasn't Lon and
Right.
Ortega. But I forget that it's not real, so they don't necessarily all know each other from Star Trek.
Yeah, but they probably have met. They probably have met in conventions. They've all been to enough conventions now that they would their
The Section
paths have
31 people haven't been to conventions yet.
Right, because these aren't the
Oh,
Discovery
well,
people.
yeah.
Right.
right.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, Michelle.
I would say they just
maybe
invited
not.
them.
Yeah.
Well, people just meet people. People just meet
Yeah.
people.
But
If you're
it
in the
does
industry,
open
you
up
just run into
like,
people.
yeah, I'm sure that. But it does open up like, I saw Mick Jost wrote a really cool article about like his headcanon of if Section 31 goes back to the time that could be like consistent with Strange New Worlds time, and they could like maybe like see each other in passing. Interesting. I love thinking about
Yeah,
this stuff.
but if they're at least a half an hour away from Mississauga,
Yes.
like then
Yeah. Less likely.
But
You
it's
know,
very it's very
That's a
possible
big
that
alley.
some of their like apartments where they're staying are downtown. Like,
Exactly.
that's where the nice apartments
Sure.
are. That's where the pricey
So
ones are.
exciting.
Yeah.
so they
Maybe,
meet each
maybe
other
not.
at the
I
apartment
don't know.
complex.
So they
gym.
may not live in Mississauga.
It's called Mississauga.
Melissa
Oh my God,
Navia.
Mississauga. It's like Mississippi, only
Mississauga.
Mississauga.
Like Mr. and Mrs. Saga. Okay.
And
This-
Melissa Navia is so supportive of people. Like I've seen her out and about a couple of times in New York where she just like randomly shows up if another Star Trek person is there to like cheer them
Yeah.
up. She's so
She
That's
met my
great.
director friend when they were doing, or I guess they still are, but she went and saw Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead in
Aw.
Toronto. And yeah, and my friend got to meet her there.
You know what we should do? Every
What?
time somebody drops a name, we should have like a sound effect that's like whoop, like when Amory goes, oh, I see Melissa Navia all the time, just around New York when I'm just hanging,
so
she just
happy
comes, she
she's
comes
so,
by
like,
to my cool
like,
apartment.
yeah, she was like 2 blocks away hosting a party, and I was like, damn it, how did I miss this? It was like a poetry party through her her husband who passed away's poetry. Like
Mm.
it was featured somewhere, and I was like, I would have loved to go to this. That's
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
I mean, speaking of name dropping, if you're done with this topic, there is some massive Keiko news that I think we're about to break on here that nobody's covered yet.
I feel like that's like an oxymoron, right?
No, Rosalind Chow is like killing it right now.
Yeah.
But I know,
First of
but
all,
it's
First of all, she's like, isn't that show Three Body on Netflix like number
Everybody
one?
is raving about that.
Yes, not just
Everybody is raving about it. Yeah.
about off-Broadway shows.
no. Well,
No.
about
No.
Three
The
Body, which is
Netflix show.
The Three Body
Three-
Problem on
Three Body
Netflix,
Problem,
which is
yeah.
Right.
by the creators
What's
of the
the
Game of
three-body
Thrones.
problem? I've heard of it, but what is it?
It's
It's a sci-fi series on Netflix based on a series of novels, and it's executive produced by Dan Weiss and David Benioff.
Is it like transhumanism
Oh.
or something like that?
So,
Yeah.
who created Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Right.
But
is
do
it
we know
like
anything about the plot?
Is it aliens come and then humans react differently? Like some think it's a conspiracy, some embrace them, and some want to fight them or something.
Don't know. I have not seen it yet.
Sure.
I haven't had a chance
I'm
to
not
watch it yet.
sure, but they keep raving about Rosalind Chow's performance. They keep saying that she's spectacular in this
As she
show.
always has been.
Yeah, she is fantastic. She's a fantastic actor.
Yes.
So good in Girth, like what's the Better Things, the Pamela Adlon show. She's amazing. But so it just news just dropped a few hours ago that she's going to be performing off Broadway, which means it's Broadway, but it's in a theater that's like less than 500 people or something. And so she's going to be in like she's going to have a starring role in that for I think a month or so. And then
That's great.
They're swapping her out. It's like two Chinese actors playing it, and then they're swapping it out for.
Oh my gosh, I love all those people.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're all so amazing.
That's what's
What a
so cool about it.
lineup.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's
That's
playbill.com tells us BD Wong, Rosalind Chow, Tony Shalhoub,
Yes.
and tell me how to pronounce this one. Showrunner.
Aghdashloo.
Who I know from The
Aghdashloo.
Expanse, but I heard she's in one of the one Star Trek movie.
Yeah, she's Admiral Paris in Star Trek Beyond.
Amazing.
She has the best line in the whole movie.
And she's amazing in The Expanse. Like that's
Yeah,
kind of
she
I feel
is.
like what blew her up.
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I've seen her in other stuff before The Expanse, and she's just always she's so good.
Yeah.
And her line delivery is not what you would ever expect a line delivery to be, but it's intelligent, and she's an intelligent actor, and I love watching her.
She also has an action figure now, but from The Expanse by and she looks amazing as an action figure.
My friend named his cat BD Wong.
Oh my God.
No way.
You made it.
BD Wong is awesome.
I'm like, that looks incredible.
Yeah, that is. And Tony Shalhoub.
I
know.
Tony
Tony
Shalhoub is the
Shalhoub.
greather.
Oh,
Tony Shalhoub is the best.
Tony Shalhoub is
What was he, Monk?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was in Monk. He was in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Yes. I loved him in that
Wings.
too. Oh my
His
gosh.
wings.
Way back.
Forgot about
Apparently,
that.
so they each do like each sets of two do I think a month in like starring in the show, but for
cool.
4 days it's overlapping where they have a double feature and you can go to both versions. So I need to like find out how I can.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That's really cool.
So that's your off-Broadway news for the week.
Breaking news as of like a couple hours ago. Yeah.
So when we have like when the virtual TrekCon continues to expand and we all grow and expand, and we have our Broadway division, Anne-Marie, you're first in line to head that thing. The off-Broadway division of the show, it's all yours.
That's everybody. Like Allison Pill's on Broadway right now.
Yeah.
Archer just, I think it just finished. So fun. I saw Dolph was there.
Also on Broadway is Issa Briones and her father, John Briones, are in Hadestown.
That's so awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. That's amazing.
Those two.
Yeah. I saw Allison Pill on Broadway once in The Lieutenant of Inishmore with Christopher Walken. It was pretty fantastic and so bloody.
Oh wow!
I've never seen so much blood on a stage before.
Crazy.
I saw Patrick Stewart perform The Tempest in 1996.
What?
On Broadway. Well, maybe it wasn't Broadway, or it was off Broadway, but it was his one-man show, The Tempest.
Oh my God!
I saw a drunk guy yelling at a guitarist on Broadway, back in the day. Broadway Avenue in Santa Monica. You're familiar.
And it was also Patrick Stewart.
That was the same guy.
Nice.
Wreaking havoc in two coasts. Okay, well, that was everybody in the live chat. Let us know if you want more Broadway and off-Broadway news. Type more. If you want less Broadway and off-Broadway news, type less. If you have no opinion on it, we're on to the next
I think
item.
it's that I like to know everything every Star Trek actor does. And I really like knowing when they're like succeeding and hitting like a huge like peak in their career, or they're still peaking.
Absolutely.
I love
And
it.
it's great. It's great information. It's
Yeah.
really
Mhm.
good because that's going to keep them working.
Absolutely.
Keeps their acting muscle going. Keeps
And
them
they
more,
meet new people,
wow.
like Allison Pills with Steve Carell. It's just like it's so cool.
Yeah.
People in the live chat are all typing more.
Oh.
I
Oh,
must have given the wrong instructions. I don't
It's also just awesome that we've got theater news. I love that. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just so awesome to get to talk about that too.
Mhm. Okay, so up next, everybody, this is very important. This is the big news. Okay, we all know that in just, geez, a week and a half.
Are you getting to do the episodes? I'm so excited.
No, we're leading up into that. We're building up the drama.
Okay. Okay.
We all know that in just 9 days, Star Trek Discovery season 5, the final season, is premiering. The first 2 episodes are. So it's all a buzz. Hollywood's all a buzz. Toronto, Miskagugu is a buzz. Everything's like, this is,
I read it in the Miss Goo 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 Daily Times.
yeah, the Miggy Sugu.
You don't follow them on Twitter?
Who doesn't?
No. I only follow Toronto filming locations, but maybe I should think about that.
They need to get like 15 different Twitter accounts for all the different spellings it could possibly be, because
well, you
everybody's
should
gonna
create
just
those
like,
accounts.
yeah, no. So anyway, everybody's a buzz about it. We're all going nuts. StarTrek.com has an article about these cool new Discovery posters that have been unveiled a few days ago to let us all know what can we expect in season 5 of Star Trek Discovery.
Ooh, don't you miss when like that guy used to say Star Trek, blah 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 in the 90s, like in the
Yep.
previews?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he's missing. I love that guy. That
Star
could be you,
Trek
man.
Enterprise.
Let's
Yeah.
fly.
All right, so this says Star Trek Discovery's final adventure begins in 2 weeks. This was a few days ago. So here's poster number 1. This one features Michael Burnham and the
They
Discovery
all
ship.
feature Michael Burnham.
What? No.
You'd
no.
think she was the star or something. What?
So that's pretty cool. Lots of good colors. See, I've always loved the gold color. The Discovery always loves that gold right there.
Yeah.
Rashid Usman in the live chat from the UK just reminded me that he finished his season 4 rewatch today. And I've been really enjoying seeing everybody on social media like doing their rewatches. I know Ria's doing a big one, Star Trek Discovery Pod. Like it's so fun because like hearing what everybody remembered and didn't remember, and it just helps the hype.
Yeah.
Ria who?
I never know how to say her last name. Fun Ria, what do you call it? Pilot Ria, who's amazing.
She's also a baseball umpire. She has a very Greek last name, so pronounce at your own risk. And she had the nerve to tell me one time. I was like, hey, I just want to make sure, how do you pronounce your last name? She goes, just the way it's spelled. And I'm like,
it's fun.
It is not spelled in any way that you could say just the way it's spelled. The last person to tell me just the way it's spelled was accurate was Todd Stashwick. I said, just to make sure, how do you pronounce your last name? He said, just the way it's spelled. Cool, easy. You see your last name and you're like, I feel like it could be interpreted a few different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like Mississauga.
Oh, no, you know what she said too? Then she said, I think she said, you pronounce every letter. And I'm like, that's even worse. There's a lot of letters.
You know what it looks like to me?
Yes,
it
go
looks
for it.
like Papa Giorgio.
Me too. Right. But if you pronounce now say it when you're pronouncing every vowel.
Papa G. Oh, it just moved. Where did it go? Papa G or G O U.
Giou, I think even.
Well, I guess but there's no E. So I would say E, eh, I, ooh.
Isn't
Oh,
life weird?
Bio Trekkie Explains is here in the live chat.
Hey.
It's Papa Giorgio is her last name. Papa and the main character from Section 31.
That's
What
what
I
I
was
just
hoping
said.
it was. Right. That's what I was hoping, because that seems like the easiest and it's the
Awesome.
best way to just tell people. It's like Papa and then
Giorgio.
Empress Giorgio.
To be Siegel Picard. Hey.
All right.
Also, I forgot to say hi, Mom. She's driving, so she's not in the. She's not typing. She
Don't
told me
wave
she was
back, Mom.
like.
All right. Well, that's cool. Now that we've got that worked out, thank you so much, Dr. Mohammed Noor.
Woohoo.
Nailed it for us. And good job, Melissa. Great guess. You nailed it as well. Now, why were we talking about that? I don't know. I don't remember, but
I
we're
just
on
interrupted
Discovery.
to say I'm enjoying everybody's rewatches.
Yes.
While we were getting to the second poster.
You know, I wonder if there are any kind of like hidden Easter eggs in like these splotches.
I've been doing that. I've been being like computer enhance, which is what I say when I enlarge Star Trek stuff on my phone.
What language is this?
I don't know. Aren't they saying it's like ancient Romulan? Maybe that's what the fan theories are saying. I have no idea.
Interesting. Oh, actually, you know what? I've got my translator. It says, one ring to rule them all, one baguette, no, one ring to bind them.
Yeah.
One,
Amazing.
No,
looks
one
like
ring to find them,
M&Ms.
and in the darkness bind them. I think my ancient Romulish isn't what it used to be, but I think that's what it says. So
middle Romulus.
Stick to sci-fi, kiddo.
Okay.
You don't watch. You don't watch Lord of the Rings. I bet you hate it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
But I like that
hurts. That hurts. Okay. So you won't be in charge of our Lord of the Rings division when we expand, right? You don't want that one.
No, but I'll still like the videos.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so the next poster, which is also very cool.
She wears those boots. So
this one actually
I like this one a lot.
So cool.
This one features Michael Burnham.
What?
And the USS Discovery. It is gorgeous.
So pretty.
Yeah. It's like 1960s pop art. It's really nice.
Yeah.
And I just love the way the braids are like flowing in the wind. It's so cool.
That is gorgeous. Man alive. Jenny,
Robert,
are you?
Sorry, he says
you are our resident paintress, Jenny R.
I've been known to paint.
Is that a particular color palette, would you say?
I mean, like, is there like a name for it, do you mean? Or like
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know anything.
It's a very harmonious kind of like warm end of the, I mean, it, those kind of colors give, I don't know, like sunset,
it does.
warm.
Yeah, I love it.
And
I'm sorry,
fire.
Amory, what were you saying about Robert Kaiser in the live chat?
Robert Kaiser out in Austria. We have some Europeans staying up late for this tonight. So first of all, let me preface this by saying Rose Kirby's also here. She says Star Trek Discovery countdown 216 hours.
Nice.
Wow. And then Robert Kaiser says, yes, those are the symbols from the Romulan puzzle box in Picard season 1. Interesting. Wow.
That is cool. So that would be ancient Romulan to these guys that are, 800 years in the future or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
They might have been ancient already for Picard. I don't remember. I
Right.
feel like it was old Romulan.
Okay, so here's the next.
Let me just add that the Romulans collectively, the Romulans have made more than one puzzle box in their lives.
They have a whole puzzle box industry. I've heard that's how that was like what funded their empire.
There was a big puzzle box factory on Romulus that got blown up by the supernova.
They were really into puzzle box.
They
Factory.
started with finger puzzles, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
What episode was
But then
that?
they couldn't get loose. So
Peak
they had to move on the
performance.
box.
The first.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No.
You're right.
The Chinese finger puzzle. The Chinese finger puzzles is
Peak performance.
Peak performance.
it's one of the early episodes with Frank.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
sorry,
like
you're
first
right.
season.
Sorry.
Last
That's
Outpost,
absolutely right.
is it?
Yeah. I was thinking of these.
Was it
Or
the
the
last
second
one?
one with the Ferengi.
You don't wait.
The
You guys
second
don't
one.
remember
The
in
Gift?
Balance of Terror? You guys don't remember
No.
in Balance of Terror when
I
Mark
think
Lenard
it's the last
was stuck in
outpost.
the Chinese finger puzzle and he couldn't get it
Wait.
loose and Kurt
Data
made fun of him the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the last outpost.
Is it?
If that's the one.
I only remember. I always think it's like later, and it came up when I was doing trivia for STSF.
Mhm.
All right,
I
so
wanna-
check this out. Third one. Wow, it looks like a
Oh,
close-up
beautiful.
of jeans.
Mhm.
Oh, they all get denim and go
Okay,
to the.
so check this out. This one features Michael Burnham. And okay, that's it. It looks like it's on canvas or something, right?
Yeah, that's what it feels like to me.
Really interesting.
Canvas vibes, yeah.
I bet there's some kind of
Some kind of
software
a-
that can create a canvas look,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
There is.
That is so cool.
Mhm.
There's got to be some spoilers in here somewhere.
And I like the imperfection in the canvas too.
Yeah.
Like the crack.
Is that
It's
an eyeball
fingerprint?
on the far left, or am I imagining things?
Is that
Is
a
that like-
koala?
Is that a side, like a side
Where?
view of an eyeball right under your mouse?
Oh, interesting. It was like a
Like-
3D picture when you
Oh,
eyelid?
right here.
I
Maybe
see
I'm-
it now.
I may be wrong.
No, look,
it could be anything.
eyelid, right? This is eyelid
Yeah.
here.
right.
Eyeball, iris, bottom
Yeah.
lid.
Because
Oh.
then
But
also what's on top of her kind of looks like an eye too.
And what she's standing in the middle of kind of feels like an eye as
Yeah.
well.
Interesting.
I was looking at it like a fingerprint.
Yeah,
thought
that too.
Those
Definitely.
are some like
Mhm.
interesting.
Because there could be one on the other side as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
The Other Side, everybody knows, is an excellent song by Aerosmith. Really one of my favorites. Top 3 Aerosmith song,
Nice.
I'd say, The Other Side.
Ah.
Oh,
So everybody go home and tell your parents that you like The Other Side, and they'll think you're cool. They'll be like, I used to listen to Aerosmith. What is that from Pump 1988? And you'd say, yep. Mhm.
Oh my
Yes, it
god.
is. I think it is from Pump 1988, right? Aerosmith Pump 1988, I think. It's either that or the one before in 86 or anyway. Moving on. So this is the 4th and final of these new posters here.
Ooh.
Here's some more of this stuff floating
I know what
around,
this
which is
one
pretty-
and
says.
like on the planet. Ooh, what does it say?
Okay.
This
so
one
this
says, but they were all of them deceived, for another ring was forged.
yeah, gorgeous.
God.
Now, hang on. So for everybody listening in, this 4th poster, it's
That's cool.
really interesting. It
Thank you.
features Michael Burnham, and it has more of this Romulan lettering, it seems. And it's also got, looks like more lettering all over the entire planet or something.
Autobot symbols.
Yeah.
Right. That's
All right,
fun.
well, I guess I'll just keep waiting for the poster that's like Saru and Tarina's birth announcement.
Birth
Is what I'm
announcement,
hoping. Which is
gender
what I'm
reveal
The
party.
gender reveal.
They're
How about a species reveal?
Yeah.
no, they're bachelor parties, man.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Tarina will have
Oh
logic
my
offs with
gosh.
people at hers,
I
and
need
Saru
that.
will be like, "All right, everybody, kick off your ganglia. Let's party." You know.
Hmm.
Let's eat them. Let's eat our ganglia.
Is that cannibalism?
Yes.
No, Saru's clearly having a garden party.
Right.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
And they do eat ganglia because they say they taste like clams, like giant abalone.
So in the live chat, everybody, when that like one that looks canvassy came up, people were like, "Oh, this reminds me. Have you seen Jenny R. Johnson's Twitter?" So I just sent you 2 links on Facebook for a good update. That so we're all like watching these and in loving them.
Oh my God, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Jenny, doesn't it feel good to know how much people love your stuff?
It's really cool. People are really excited about this Deep Space Nine painting. Like, oh my God,
Gorgeous.
people are
Watching
pumped.
like that brush you're using that's so fine tip. I'm like, wow.
I
it's
have a little
incredible.
cup full of them, and I'm just like, my hands all crampy. But it's so satisfying.
Krampus.
Krampus, yes.
Amazing.
Oh, that's not the one.
Well, there's also a cool one about the show you just started binging,
12 Monkeys.
which is cool. And I'm like, oh, if you're loving it, maybe I'll do that after Battlestar.
Oh my God, it's so good. And I'm only a season in. It's so good.
Nice.
I mean, I knew it was good, but like, oh yeah. Oh.
She's thinking.
So funny when you use my reels.
And she's like, what do I do with this? Huh. Wow, look how detailed that looks.
So
Oh
great.
my God, it's crazy.
Wow, you really gave it texture.
That's the
Yeah,
plan.
it looks like 3D.
That's yeah, and it's cool too because I did the black
Oh,
like
water, yum.
I went in with the lines to like just make it a lot like really specific where I was going to, but now I'm painting over the lines and it's going from being like a coloring book to being like 3D and it's really exciting.
That's
Over
so
the
cool.
line, market 0.
What does that mean?
I know John gets that reference.
I like the
I hope.
airlock.
Thank you.
You're
Don't you
welcome.
just like want to see some graffiti on that sometimes? Like, you know, Damar was
Oh.
here.
Don't do it. Oh my God.
You have MASH in the background.
Yeah.
I never noticed that before.
This is so funny.
Oh.
All right.
You guys.
All right, everybody. Enough screwing around.
Ooh, okay, so I'm really excited about this episode article because I read the first one and then I was like, this is so much fun. I want to be surprised along with everybody.
Oh, I thought
Why
there
do
were
I-
2 painting updates, but I guess that was just the one. All right. I was going to hop to the next one. But anyway, the other update's also really cool. So here's what's up. Okay, this is what we got to do too. Do you guys have a favorite of those posters?
The last one.
Oh, interesting. I think mine is the second one that's like
Mhm.
kind of
Yeah, the
retro.
second one, the pop art one.
Mhm.
Mm.
Melissa Longo.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know. I do like the pop art one, and I do like the last one.
art.
But the pop art has such a beautiful ombre feel
Mhm.
with the coloring. It's
Mhm.
so beautiful. I think I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So we're doing a poll in the live chat. Here
Ooh.
it comes. Check it out. So this is in order. Number 1.
Mhm.
Number 2.
Mm.
Number 3. That's the one with the texture
Oh, wait.
canvas.
Aren't there only 4? Weren't
And
1 and
number
2?
4. So once again,
I do like 4 too.
that
But I like
is
the eyeball one.
number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4.
I just like the
So
contrast.
we are launching this poll in the live chat. And the question is, which is your favorite poster? The options are the one featuring Michael Burnham, the one featuring Michael Burnham, or the one featuring Michael Burnham, or the one featuring, just kidding. It's 1, 2, 3, or 4. So make your decisions now.
When I see number 3, I think GoldenEye. 007 GoldenEye.
Oh,
Mhm.
Which one? Number
Interesting.
3?
Yeah.
Wait, are you
It
doing a
feels
poll?
like she's
Yeah. 1,
No, but like
2,
oh, okay.
3, GoldenEye.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah,
Does
even
look
with
like
the
an
like,
because you know how he comes out of that burner.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
4.
yeah, that's awesome.
Hmm.
I do like Burnham walking on the sun. I think that's kind of cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Mhm.
It's like Smash Mouth, right?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That should be their theme song.
Exactly like Smash.
You know, they're from San Jose, California, FYI.
Nice.
I didn't know that.
And what was
think we've
funny is
heard
that they
this
had
before.
their little apartment where they stayed at back in the day in Saratoga, which is just right adjacent to San Jose. And the only way you could tell they lived there was because there was just a little Smash Mouth sticker on the door. Legend has it.
That's awesome.
So,
Did
all right.
you like camp out outside sometimes?
Not
No?
a big enough fan for that kind of thing.
Oh
I was just aware of them. I was like, that's cute.
Love
That's
that.
cute. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's fine. I'm okay with it.
Hmm.
And so we are going to move on to the next one. Next news item. Okay. This is a big one, buddy. Can I make it bigger? There we go.
What is it?
Is that you, John?
No, that was Jenny.
Oh,
Sometimes I literally forget I'm on camera.
that sounded funny. Okay. Well, real quick, when we're moving on to the next one, the live chat poll, everybody's favorite. Let's see what the numbers say. 16% said number 4. 16% said number 1. 25% said number 3. And 41% said number 2. So number 2 wins it. Everybody. Number 2.
Nice.
Remember how that owl used to say number 2? You go, "To-hoo." Yeah.
I think about that owl all the time because I have an owl living on my balcony.
Yes.
You do? What the heck's going on with that?
That's so
Well, she
pretty
lives there. She
cool.
moved in.
I love
Arrowhead.
that.
I love that.
Oh,
This is
that's
your
so
winner.
cool.
It's really pretty.
It's so pretty.
The problem with owls, this is what upsets me about them, real quick, and then we'll get back to the news, is that I always hear them, but I never see them. They are the biggest teases of the bird world,
True.
right? These are
That
bird
is
world
not my
calls,
life.
actually.
Good,
I
John
always
says.
hear I'm outside or I'm even in my room or something, and I hear whoo whoo, and I'm like, owl, I want to meet you, and he's just
Yeah.
they're just hiding somewhere in the dark, and they're mocking me. They're like whoo whoo, and I'm
You
like,
want to see an owl? Come over.
Yeah.
is it that visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's literally
Outside the
like
window.
on his deck.
He's right under his deck. It's
Yeah.
like
Well, we have 2
There's-
decks, but yeah, she's on the lower deck.
okay.
Yeah, but yeah, like
Oh,
the lower deck.
slide
He's a
door.
lower decker.
I'm a lower. Yeah,
That's
I
why
am a
you
lower
wore the
decker. I live in the
shirt.
lower deck.
That's awesome.
Lower
Wow.
deck.
Sounds like a pretty big deck.
Oh.
Gotta- if you're able to have all these different things going on
There's
there,
an
but
app
I'll
for that.
definitely
Very
check out
nice.
the owl.
Very
I'm
nice.
I'm
Yeah,
there,
big
man.
deck.
I want to see. What'd you say, Jenny?
It's nice to have a big deck. Go on.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, Muhammad says owls are cool, but their claws are terrifying.
He's not wrong.
No,
Well, all birds have silly claws, but that's part of their charm, right?
Yeah, but like a pigeon's claws and an owl's claws are two very different things.
Pale
That's a good
Bliss
point.
Dish says, call it Rutherford.
It's cute.
That's cute.
Or
Sounds like
Miggly
you hate
Mo.
that owl.
Weird.
Miggly Mow.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
All right. Back to work, everybody.
I have one more
Break's
question.
over. Yes, please.
Does the owl have eggs?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
so there's
she-
gonna be babies.
She
That's so
nests
cute.
on our planter in the balcony, and she lays eggs. Then she just hangs out there and guards them. Occasionally, she'll fly off and hunt, and then the eggs will hatch, and then she raises them for a while. Then they all fly off when they're able to.
Aww.
And then like she's gone, and then we don't see her for months. Then she comes back like in the winter.
It is her
Oh, she
home.
loves you.
Wow, she's a
So
popular lady.
nice. Mhm.
Yeah, that sounds really nice. So she comes back. Like it's not just
Mhm.
like a one-time thing. That's just where she lives.
No,
Or
she's been back 3 times.
oh,
Joshua Reeve says,
what?
make sure to trim your bushes to make your deck look better, bigger. Also, hi, Joshua.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
Who-
What were we saying?
wait,
Is there an article we're
Who
supposed to be
said that?
reading?
Who do we need to put into timeout? All
Joshua
right, this is
Reeve.
not that kind of
Reeve.
rascalment. There's too much rascalment happening all
He's
of a
encouraging
sudden.
all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a feeling
Um,
today was going to go like this.
I don't see it. Oh, Joshua Reeve. All right,
Mhm.
Joshua Reeve. We're gonna give you a pass this one time, but no more rascalment.
Oh
Any
my
relation
gosh.
to Christopher?
Yeah.
Hmm.
All
The
right.
best Superman.
Yep.
Agreed.
Oh, yeah.
Agreeve. Okay, so this is from our good buddies over at trekmovie.com, everybody. Everybody compose yourselves. It says Star Trek Discovery showrunner drops hints for each season 5 episode. What?
That's exciting.
Mhm.
Dun,
We need
dun,
to-
dun.
I guess we should just power through these.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not that long.
All right.
Do it.
So here they are.
I'm like, they're just gonna be like so generic. But then like I read the first one and I looked like at a couple keywords in the next couple, and I was like, wow, these are really fun little like things
Nuggets.
to get me
Cool.
excited. Yeah.
So this is Michelle Paradise, right? The showrunner of Star Trek Discovery season 3, 4, and 5, if I remember correctly. So
Mhm.
episode 1, Red Directive, quote, launching the mission. The mission is a red directive, an exciting mission that launches us into our season. And it's super secret.
Dun, dun, dun.
At a red
And
directive.
the image features Michael Burnham in a spacesuit, riding on the back of the ship like a dune.
Surfboard.
What are those dune
Like-
worms?
Oh.
And it's a ship in warp.
Mm.
I was gonna say
guess-
mechanical bull, but
Yeah, that
Dune
works.
worm is
Yeah.
better.
Okay, number 2, Under the Twin Moons, quote, a lovely Burnham and Saru episode. Uh-oh, go home, Tarina. Saru's got eyes for Burnham now. Is that what we're saying here?
Look
Oh.
at those ganglia. No.
I always think like
So-
how freaking human must his quarters be? Like, ugh.
Mhm.
Looks really
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure they're just, you know what it is? Saru is saying goodbye because look how sad she looks.
Yeah, he is.
Or
yeah.
she's saying goodbye. I may not return from this mission. I'm leaving you in charge of the Discovery. And she goes off to save something or win something, and then she comes
Or-
back, but she's still alive.
No, he's telling her
Or
water
he's-
my plants while I'm gone. And she's like,
Yeah. And
Yeah,
she's like, that's
full-time
a
job.
lot of work.
Hmm.
Or he's
Hmm.
saying goodbye because he's going to see to
Wizard.
live with Tarina.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Number 3, Janal, quote, Culber like you've never seen him before.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Also, can I just like point out that picture is like the 3 most gorgeous people? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
I'm
does
pretty
it like
stunning.
Photo, it's insane.
I put on white and it gets dirty and immediately. He's
Yeah.
outside, like
I-
dirty rocks, crazy
Mhm.
terrain.
Yep.
Well, Wilson Cruz
thought
is
that
like
too.
a million years old and super ripped. I don't know how he does it. He looks amazing. I mean that in the nicest way possible. What I'm
He is
saying
super
is
ripped, yeah.
he looks better than the rest of us in our late 20s, you know?
Yes, exactly.
So
Can I drop a spoiler? I will drop a little spoiler.
Yeah.
They do
Maybe?
they do reference how ripped he is.
Nice.
oh, fun.
Oh, I love that.
Good. He deserves it. He works hard at that.
Yep.
Oh, Ryan,
This looks
he's
really cool, too.
only 50.
Yeah.
I know.
That's
But he
young.
still
He's
looks
old as
amazing
dirt.
for 50.
He's only
No.
50.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
young.
All right. Show me 150-year-old dudes,
Well, okay.
and we
That's
will
fair.
see if
That is fair.
two of
This
them
is true.
even look that good.
But same could be said for 25-year-old dudes too.
It's a fact. Mhm.
Mhm.
Next is number 4, Face the Strange. Quote, mind-bending and exciting and a heck of a lot of fun.
Mm. We like fun.
Number 5,
Oh, I just-
Mirrors.
Two's writer is a big Vampire Diaries writer and producer.
Hmm.
Interesting. Quote, first there's a long pause. I'm trying to think of something that won't be spoilery. Surprising encounters and surprising new information about our heroes. Can I just say what a good sport Michelle Paradise is for this? This is
Yeah,
really cool.
this is
She's
awesome.
this is really great stuff for fans that can't wait for it, because she's giving us the feel of the episode without
Yeah.
giving us any spoilers. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And so quick to think of each one. It's amazing. Okay, I just have to say I'm totally falling in love with Locke. Like, I love all his little looks. Like his cheeks look so cute there.
Cute cheeks.
And he seems like such a good boyfriend because everybody's talking about Locke and Maul. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
Do you say chocolate malt?
Locke and Maul.
Ooh, I could go for a chocolate malt.
I know, me too.
too.
Oh, don't they have those nearby at what's the place on Ventura?
Mel's Diner?
Yeah, Mel's Diner's got to have some malts, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mm, do like me some chocolate malts.
And
Anyway.
how?
I think that might be a thing.
Let's make it a thing.
I think
Oh,
so.
look at
Sherman Oaks, Mel's
Rashid
Diner.
Usman said, David Ayala is the coolest guy ever. He said to me, "You're Rashid." Couldn't believe he knew my name. Like, I love
Wow.
That's really cool.
That's amazing.
I've even heard Robert Beltran also
Yeah.
say, "Oh, you're
Yeah.
Rashid." Like, there are a lot of people that go, "You're Rashid." Nobody does
Mhm.
that for anybody else. Just for some reason, Rashid's got like this magic sprinkle of spice on him where people
Yeah.
just like sniff him out and go, "Oh my goodness,
So
it's
lovely.
pumpkin
He's-
spice Rashid."
I love
It's so
that.
nice.
Yeah.
Rashid is pretty lovely.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Shout out to Rashid.
Mhm.
Okay, number 6, whistle speak. Okay, can I just say, this is going to be the terrible part of me, but I'm human, so I'm like 98% terrible. When I hear whistle speak,
Mhm.
I go, oh man, is this going to be an episode where people have to whistle to speak? That makes me feel
Can you whistle?
disappointed. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was an issue of like you can't do impressions of them if they're just whistling enough.
No, it just makes me feel like, yeah, I'm just being very curmudgeon-y there, but
My
I'm sure
God,
it's a
it sounds
great
like Sound of
episode.
Music.
I know that's it.
Von Trapp. Amazing.
But I'm sure there's more to it than that. But the quote is, "Oh,
Wait.
classic
back.
TOS style adventure."
Mhm.
I'm like
Oh,
intrigued
look
by
at that smile.
ears.
Can you go back to the last picture to see what's on his console? Because I can't understand.
Right.
I don't.
That's
it's so
the big mirrors clue.
That's a lot of people have kind of identified that as a potential mirror universe Terran Empire logo.
Oh,
okay.
yes,
The title-
it definitely looks like that. Look at that.
The
Mhm.
title
That's
of the
the
episode is Mirrors.
that's the
Yeah,
badge.
that's
That's the
true.
comm
Mhm.
badge of the mirror universe right
Yeah.
there. Wow, good eye, guys. Wow.
Mhm.
There's a
Rich
sword going through the
explanation.
planet.
Mhm.
And come on, it's called Mirrors. Oh,
Right?
duh. I am so slow. I apologize.
I thought it was about Trelane. Oh my god, that
Okay,
is
this
such
next one.
a US joke that you missed. Okay.
Number 7. Eriga.
Oh,
Quote,
oh.
tense and unexpected.
Ooh.
Eriga sounds like a suburb in Toronto.
Yeah.
Erica sounds like
Terragagwasquas.
someone who can't quite speak properly, saying Erica Ortiz's name, maybe. Wait, that's a different
Stretch, but yeah.
show.
It's okay. It's been a long
That's
day,
a different
Jenny.
show.
We all know it's 10:20 your time. We know
It
it's
is.
late. No
It
sweat.
is.
No sweat.
I thought I had that figured out.
Anne Marie's like, leave the sleuth work to me, gumshoe. Episode 8, Labyrinths. Quote from Michelle Paradise. Oh, just an incredible, gorgeous location, incredible scope, and a singular journey for Burnham.
Ooh.
An episode about Michael Burnham?
Yeah, it sounds like a singular one, so I think that means it's going to be
Just
a
about
one-person show. Yep. Episode 9, Lagrange Point. Quote, discovery in a location where you've never seen her before.
And directed by Jonathan Frakes.
Oh.
Ooh.
So this
I
is
like
the crossover episode. Just
I love
kidding.
that.
You know what I'm thinking? I wonder if this means like underwater or in a liquid, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
flying around underwater, because
Mhm.
I mean, there's so many, there's
Voyager.
thousands, infinite places they've never been, planets and this
Mhm.
and that. So you have to think it's got to be something different than an actual location.
Mhm.
We've seen her on a planet. We've seen her, you know,
just
in the snow or whatever. We've seen her in space, of course, and space dock. So maybe it's like underwater. Maybe it's like a liquid kind of thing.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh, wait. Is Lagrange point like, was that like a calculus thing that they were trying to solve on TNG?
No, that was Fermat's last theorem.
Okay. Isn't Lagrange like a calculus series or
I'm
something?
not sure.
Oh.
You guys are like 4 times too smart right now for me. So
Me too.
Heard that word before.
I can't believe that Jenny actually answered that question off the cuff. She's like, oh, no, that's, and then whatever you said.
Which is funny because I am not a math guy.
Poindexterese.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, it's a formula.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Lagrangian method.
what is it?
It's physics. It's
Yeah,
about
what
like
is it?
energy and potential energy. I can't remember like what it like the context. I don't know how it would like I mean it must relate to sorry, Ryan. It must relate to black holes or something. Interesting.
Right now, the smart people in the live chat are like, finally, this show got good.
I'm
Ward-
like I
Ward
like
And
on
the rest of us
Heim
are
is
like,
on
what's
it.
happening?
I just
Ward
put
on
markers
Heim.
so I could read about it later.
Yeah. Wardogheim says Lagrange points, equilibrium points in orbits. So like
Yeah, that's what
mm,
yeah.
Fun.
Is Discovery going to spin a planet back
gravitational
in time like Superman?
equilibrium.
Yeah, like Superman 2, right?
Superman 1.
Oh.
Was it 1?
Yeah, it was the end of 1.
Was
Oh.
it?
When
Yeah,
Lois
it was the
Lane
end of one.
dies, and he's
Yes.
like, oh, and then
Oh,
he
Yeah,
goes backwards.
It was the first one.
Mhm.
And all us
Wow.
kids are like, yeah, that tracks. I could see that. Making time go.
He's very strong.
He's very strong.
Mhm.
And he
He's-
can blow wind very hard.
Yes.
And freeze
And he can
things.
crush coal and make a diamond.
And then shoot things
Ooh.
out of his eyeballs.
Mhm.
like
Reflect Great Wall of
Cyclops.
China with it.
Okay. Now, if it's some kind of Lagrange point, if it's some kind of mathematical formula or something like that, what if discovery is not in something liquid, but in some kind of mathematical type situation? Like, remember when the Enterprise, I think it was, got stuck in like 2D space? What ship would it be?
Mm.
This is interesting. This could be along those lines. It's
Mhm.
they're points of equilibrium for small mass objects under the gravitational influence of two massive orbiting bodies.
Mhm. Robert Kaiser says the James Webb Space Telescope is in a Lagrange point of the Earth and the Moon.
Interesting.
Oh.
So
That is
read
so-
that again for us, Anne-Marie.
Okay. So basically, Lagrange points are points of equilibrium for small mass objects under the gravitational influence of two massive orbiting bodies.
So how would that
So I think
be
it's keeping stable when it's like at that point. Like,
Mhm.
right? But how would that put Discovery in a place where the ship's never been?
Well, if you look at the picture and the caption below the picture, it might help.
I mean, that could also just mean
Kinda
like one of those
blurry.
things like Voyager does, where it's like it's in whatever kind of space.
Oh, okay, it says
If-
this trailer
Oh.
shot with USS Discovery between what looks like two black holes. What if Discovery goes through a black hole?
Or
Or what
it's
if it's
two black
in
That's-
holes.
between, in the
That's-
perfect spot
That's
in
somewhere where
between
Discovery's
those
never been.
energy,
That's
gravity?
edgy because
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, because if she's in between two black holes, then that's just space, basically, right? So that's not. But I mean, I guess that is
But it could be
somewhere
a
where the
Lagrange
ship's never
point.
been.
Like-
Yeah. Okay.
Or if they're unstable black holes. I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So-
but you're right, Jenny. The picture and the and the text actually do help. Yeah, it's probably got to do with black hole. Let's scrap that
Maybe.
water idea, Ryan. This isn't Star Trek Beyond. Grow
This
up.
isn't Voyager. The water
Wait.
episode.
No, Star Trek Into Darkness was the one where it comes out of the water at the beginning,
Yeah,
right?
they started underwater
Mm.
to deactivate an underwater volcano.
This isn't Star Trek 4, you guys.
Hmm.
Come on. Piss me off.
Hmm.
Or Orville.
All right. Last one. 10. Life itself. Quote. Part of me wants to say the end of an era, but that just sounds so sad. I don't want to say that. Hopefully it's all the things that Discovery has always been. Action, adventure, heart, family, love, sci-fi wonderfulness, beautifully acted, beautifully directed, production values, gorgeous VFX. It's everything we have always had in Discovery in one episode.
That's
This
neat.
trailer shot shows the USS Discovery heading off for another adventure. Could it be from the finale?
Mm.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
this,
that made
I
me
don't know,
sad.
this season.
Yeah.
It's making me hyped up. And I love that trailer with all the character moments. So promising.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's nice. All right,
And don't
everybody.
forget, there's a coda. There's a coda at the end of the finale. Some extra footage they shot to wrap up the whole
Mhm.
series.
Mhm.
I'm so excited for that, especially given like how amazing Picard's was.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
like I feel like that's a great.
Well, I did learn a little something about the coda, John. You might want to report on this, that the coda's last name is Rhodes.
I thought I was going to say
Thanks.
Kai.
All right, everybody.
These are things that
So,
only wrestling fans understand.
yeah, they're wrestling jokes. Jokes. All right. Coda Rhodes.
Kenny's leaving.
Actually, John, you were talking about Cody Rhodes getting
beaten to a
yeah.
bloody pulp in the rain by The Rock, which is
Yeah.
fantastic.
You sadist.
Wow.
I love Cody, but that was incredible.
Yeah. Good old Rocky Maivia.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's talk about the week ahead because we are just about. Oh, actually, before we go, we have got to do this. I believe this is also from screenrant.com. My goodness, look at this. It's Star Trek, the motion picture, Lower Deck style,
Oh yes.
or the uniforms of them.
Ah,
Look at
Yes.
that.
That's awesome.
It's so great.
Mhm.
That's too
Wait, I can't
good.
figure out like, okay, so obviously the producer for the new TMP like shared it, but I couldn't figure out who the guy is who like actually did the artwork. Did he work on TMP or does he work on
I don't
something?
know. I don't know who Neil. What's his name? Neil Smith.
Yes.
I
I'm
don't know
like,
who that
because
is.
there's no tag, so I was like, that's why I
Right.
didn't include it because I was like, I need to find out more
Hmm.
about it. But it's so gorgeous.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They do look great in those TMP episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
really
so
suits
great.
them. It suits them very well. They look
Yeah.
fantastic.
Hmm.
Oh, check this out. Yeah, actually, here's.
Because then I was like, how did the guy find the fan art if he's not on Twitter? Because I
Maybe it
want to
was
see
sent to
all.
him.
Oh, I see what they did there.
Oh.
What a crew, huh?
Yep.
What
Like,
a
the
crew.
flattering life signs thing ever.
I love the Forrest Kelly 70s lounge.
I know. Look at this
Everything he
guy.
puts on in that
Love
movie
that.
is absolute
This-
gold.
It's Mr. Furley in space. I love it.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
They're like, are you a doctor? He's like, I play doctor.
Oh,
Mhm.
the colors show up differently on your computer.
They've been
My
they've
bad.
been altered. They've been altered to match the originals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but this original. Oh, you can't see.
no, but
Yeah.
what we can see.
They've been colored to like match the TOS colors instead of being like
gotcha,
the
gotcha,
beiges. And
gotcha.
yeah.
Oh,
I know, it
wait a
took me,
minute.
like-
We were also going to do StarTrek.com's supporting women characters, the supporting cast, but we're out of time. Should we fly through it or should we do it on Friday during Star Trek and Chill and give it the full treatment?
Yeah, it's still March, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, kind of like wrap up March. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's
like a
some
present.
awesome ladies on that list.
Yeah.
I know. I'm really excited. I haven't looked at it yet, but
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what they come up with.
Let's give them the time they
Mhm.
deserve.
Agreed. Also, very quickly, Nana Visitor on that subject tweeted out
We
on
shared-
twitter.com, open
Beautiful.
a channel, A Woman's Trek. And she says this book was supposed to be 200 pages when it was proposed, grew to 300 pages, and could have easily been 1,000. My hope is that its title is What We Do, open a channel between us all. Remember, this is available for pre-order right now,
Mhm.
but they'll be available in October, if I remember correctly.
October 1st,
So,
yes.
Oktoberfest.
Mhm.
So this week, very quickly, everybody, check it out. Yesterday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released our full episode review of the Next Generation episode, The Defector. That's The Defector. Remember that one? That's a good one.
Mhm.
Check that out. Full review available right now on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Then tomorrow, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Falling Tower YouTube channel, we've got our review of, oh boy, we're doing, Muhammad, Dr. Noor, and I are doing cartoon spin-offs month. So this cartoon spin-off is Scooby-Doo and Guess Who? It's a 2021 spin-off of Scooby-Doo that everybody knows and loves. But did we love it? Did Muhammad love it? Did I love it? Did our very special guest, actor, producer, writer, Desmond Heck,
Wow.
aka Boondock Jock, did he love it or hate it? Find out 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Falling Tower YouTube channel, your third favorite YouTube channel ever.
Yes.
Then on Friday, come right back to this channel for Star Trek and Chill. Something tells me we might have a cool article from StarTrek.com featured there, plus a whole bunch of other great stuff. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the virtual TrekCon YouTube channel. Definitely join in that fun with us. Then on Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. Oh, it's the last day of March. We are premiering our first segment review of It Is Finally Here, almost. Yesterday's Enterprise with Denise Crosby.
Nice.
Unbelievable. Myself, Sirach, Denise Crosby, later Melissa Longo, and all of our friends over at the Free For All. We talk about Yesterday's Enterprise. This is the first segment review this Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. That's it for us. John Orchiola, can you tell everybody where they can find you online and your good stuff, by the way?
Sure. ScreenRant.com/Star Trek for all your Star Trek needs. Back of the Head, at Back of the Head, on Twitter and Instagram.
Everybody at home, don't you agree that John Orchiola is a fantastic reporter? He keeps us so busy. He pumps out so much good stuff. Unbelievable. We really
I'm so
appreciate his
tired,
work.
guys. I'm so
LA.
tired.
It's worth it. Your tiredness is our joy.
Plus, your LA adventures are amazing. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
should I move to LA? Looks so much
You
fun.
should move to LA. Everyone should be here. Jenny, you should come here.
I know.
John, if Anne
You
Marie
can
moves
came
to
anywhere,
LA,
Jenny.
what
We're
part
going
of
to
LA
Palestine
should
every week.
what part of LA
Oh,
should
yeah.
Anne Marie move to?
In the valley where we all are,
Oh,
where all the
interesting.
fun is had.
When I first met her, I thought she sounded like a Valley girl, and then I find out that she's never even been to the Valley. It's so weird.
Oh,
So confused. So yeah. Anyway,
I can see that.
Dr. Anne Marie Siegel, where can people find you online, by the way?
On Twitter or X at Anne Marie Siegel 1.
And yourself, Jenny R. Johnson?
You can find me either through my website, jennyrjohnson.com, where you can find all kinds of information about me and get through to my shop. But you can also find me on all of my social media, Jenny R. Johnson on Twitter and Jenny R. Johnson Art everywhere else. And also sign up for my newsletter, because if you want one of those Deep Space Nine prints, that's when you'll find out for sure that they've dropped.
I always love how Jenny sounds almost like musical when she's telling us this stuff.
Yeah.
Makes me want to
Or she's like
shimmy.
selling us a used car.
Thank you. Only genuine.
Oh, with a Jen. Or John, when you said selling a used car, you mean like those things that go like this outside of car? Yeah. Melissa Longo and yourself.
At Melissa Longo on social media, and the introvertedrepublic.com at Walking Art Made by Melissa, and Walking Art Made by Melissa on Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Ryan? Where can they find you?
Thanks for asking. I was going to wait forever until somebody said something. You can find me on twitter.com at RyanTGHusk. Once again, that's at RyanTGHusk, or just Virtual TrekCon, The Seventh Rule, or Falling Tower on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube. That's it for us, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Lucia, Dead Purple, Dan, Scene and Nerd Podcast, War Dogheim, John Davis, Dave Gregory, Bob, Chuck, May, Zanzis, and everybody, Joshua. Thanks for hanging out with us. We really appreciate you. When you want to talk about posters, put it on the main viewer.
I was trying to think of what Family Guy says, and Joshua Reeve got it. Wacky inflatable flailing arm guy.
Yeah.